Howdy, it's your boy VDK Daigo here with Devin, and today we're talking about the 3 easiest decks to get into cEDH on Commander Cup Scouts. How we define ease in this terms of play is strategy, coins of interaction in terms of like what's your win con, how do you get there, and how easy and forgiving it is if you biff it.
So basically learning curve on how fast to learn it, and also the scalability of the deck.
Yeah. So for example, I think the easiest cEDH deck right now that's the most powerful is Kinnan. He's a 2-drop that says you make more mana and you pay 7, put stuff into play. Learning curve is super easy because he's literally a 2-drop and makes all of your things tap for additional mana, and he's super hard to deal with in terms of like being an opponent playing against it because you can't let Kinnan resolve, but it just plays generically good cards, and it's a 2-color deck, so you almost always have the ability to play Kinnan as early and as fast as possible.
It's one of those decks where mana dorks, which are typically not used in cEDH, thrive. Because you're able to produce a lot more mana super early and super quickly, that it makes it harder for people to keep up.
Also, it doesn't really have to worry about like stuff like Orcish Bowmasters or like draw pingers or like anything that cares about draw, because all it does is just look at top 7, play something, look at top 7, play something. It gets around counter spells really consistently because again, you're just looking at the top 7 playing something, and it combos with a ham sandwich in terms of like you could literally turn any one of your mono-colored creatures into a win con. Especially if it taps for like any color. Birds of Paradise, win con with Heaven's Aura, or the other one, Free from the Wheel.
Yes. There's 2 enchantments that make any door that taps for any color go infinite. You can also play mana dorks like
Grim Monolith that also give you infinite mana as well. There's just so much stuff that it just gives you so much. Treasures tap for 2 if you play treasures in that deck. You don't really play treasures unless you're copying someone's dockside, but then also you're copying someone's dockside, so you can play clones, and it provides a lot of value. And there's a reason why Tyler of Play to Win plays it, and he's good at it because it's such a hard deck to play around.
His list is also really solid. If I'll try to see if I can post the link down below so you guys can check it out.
Yeah.
It is a very solid list. It is really strong. It's called Perplexing the Kinnan. It is really good. And the way he pilots the deck is unlike any other Kinnan player I've seen. Every Kinnan player I've seen try to plays it as a super turbo, super aggro deck.
He plays it as mid-range / control. However, I'm also of the mindset that the Play to Win guys who play around him ever take it, and I don't want to say seriously, but it's like because a lot of the other ones like more flashy plays, they're always going to be drawn to that, and Tyler does not play flashy.
No.
He does not play flashy at all.
I will lose to him in a poker game. He is able to stonewall very, very well.
Now, I don't think I would lose to him in a poker game because, like, I don't necessarily pay attention to, like, the tells. I look at, okay, so what's possible based off what's going on? So, for example, when they played Small Tangent, when they played that Fallout game, I knew he had void and protection when he demonic after the other tutor and said, oh yeah, I'll cast a Forceful at my next possible convenience. I was like, oh, he has all the pieces he needs to win.
Green is great.
Now, moving forward, the next probable one would definitely be either Winota / Eliever of the court. For those who don't know, these decks play pretty much half the deck is literally the same between both of these decks, so that's why we're combining them into the second portion. Because Eliever and Winota play very simple games. You play creatures that
are non-humans,
or just creatures that slow the game down for your opponents, and you just swing with them. And you get value off of swinging with them.
Winota, you do not care they land.
No, you don't. Because you just
want the triggers.
You just get more creatures.
You get indestructible humans that are typically stacked pieces.
100%.
Not all of them are stacked pieces. You do have one that do like additional damage, or make it to where no one can play on your turn. But it's 80% stacked pieces, 20% let's win the game.
Yeah. Eliver doesn't play any win the game cards. She just makes everything absurdly large because she puts rolls on everything and rolls that care about enchantments. So she plays Rule of Law and a bunch of other enchantments and artifacts while also making all of your creatures 7/8s, 9/9s, because she puts +1/+1s on them out the wazoo for all the enchantments you control. And she's green, so you're playing a lot of like draw enchantment effects like Siphus, and that kind of stuff. And she's also super easy. They're both easy to cast off of like all you need is a Jeweled Lotus and the land, or something that provides like that level of mana speed.
And there's also Sanctum Weaver in that green deck where you can add mana, X mana equal to the number of enchantments you control in any color combination. So you're able to generate a lot of value, especially when your commander makes enchantments.
100%.
And Sanctum Weaver is an enchantment, so it even counts towards itself.
Yeah.
You're able to provide a lot of value, especially with roll law effects and like Deafening Silence, because most of your enchanting creatures are also stack species.
100%.
So you're able to play multiple creatures a turn, generate a lot of mana, and basically...
And she also draws you cards, which is the other thing that Winota doesn't do. Winota gives you card advantage or you play more creatures. Winota just actually just draws you cards. You can also play Custody, so people can interact on your turn. Grand Abolisher, which are also stacks pieces that'll also get bigger off of her. So she provides, like, in my mind, she's better Winota. It's just no one's playing her because nobody likes green because red's just so good right now.
Also, Dockside. Dockside is the best like catch-up card.
Underworld Breach also.
And if you're playing against that deck, dropping Dockside is brutal. It's almost backbreaking.
Yeah, unless you have the card, unless you're running Shrimp Proctor, which I've not seen an Eliver deck run. I 100% think it should run Shrimp Proctor because having to pay that extra one for a Dockside ETB might make or break it. Or Elishorn, which I think the deck actually plays. It should. Because not the new one. I think it plays. I think
it's
both.
the new one from Mob.
Yeah,
not from Mob, or was it Aftermath? No, it's Mob.
No, she was the one from Mother. She was the one from All Will Be One.
Yes, All Will Be One.
Yeah, you play that one.
Stops ETBs, doubles yours.
Yeah. You don't really care about ETBs in your deck because that's not going to be doing anything. You
just want to stop your opponent's Dockside.
Yeah. Not only that, Dox's Oracle.
Yeah, Fossil's Oracle, Dockside.
Not display shipping, but all the stuff that cares about ETBs. What's his face? Rage Captain Eos, that kind of stuff. Now, the last one, this is gonna be kind of a pet deck that I've piloted a lot. That's like super easy to teach. Puck on Holden turns.
It's just a super aggressive deck that utilizes your commander to swing, get big, take it out your turn, swing, get big, take it out.
That's all it does. You cast Paco. You cast Paco. He's 5 mana, green red. And you just swing. And he provides so much value off that swing because mostly people are playing non-creature, so he gets bigger regardless every single turn, almost guaranteed. Especially because your deck's small, so it also is going to get him bigger. And in the rare time you need other people's stuff, Halden's just right there, a 3-drop waiting in the waves to keep you going. And it provides so much mana value and so much mana advantage. It's in breach colors. It's got blue. It's got green to like keep you sustained as well. The only thing it doesn't have is a like consistent way to like close out the game, which
if you're playing turns, it does not have a consistent way. You can definitely turn this into a teamer turbo deck with like Dockside, Kidding, and
you can't really though because he like the chance of him exiling stuff is super common. So you kind of have to play this as a either super aggressive turns deck or a super grindy min range deck, which is where Paco really shines at least as of right now. Sure you play Dockside, but if you exile Dockside, you kind of can't really play the turtle.
This is why I like Rough Super.
Which you have to be careful because it exile, like, especially if you're running extra combats. But regardless of that, Paco and Holden super easy to teach. I could probably teach Paco and Holden to a non-teenage player in 45 minutes because it plays, like a lot of these decks play the most like casual way where it's like instead of winning on the stack and like having these stacks that are like 15 spells deep, you're winning by like on the field, which is I swing, and we're done. Which is not common in cEDH, except for like these decks which play at like casual axis. So That's our text for the top easiest 3 decks in team. Tells us to tell you the 3 hardest decks to teach because I think there's only one that I know of, and that's Get Wrong, because I still have no idea how to do the combo and I don't even know how to explain it. So please don't have me look it up.
It's undeterministic. You keep discarding
The Dredge Land.
the dredge land, and then you keep drawing until you get there.
But you don't know how you get there. You'd be better off running the other green black commander old stick fingers.
Yes.
100% all day. He's honorable mention number 4.
It's one of those decks where you just keep discarding the land, you keep dredging it, keep discarding it, keep dredging it, keep discarding it, until you end up with a variation of your milled / recycled cards to where you are drawing like Witherbloom, Chain of Smog, and then you win.
But at that point, if you're doing all of that work in green black, you're just playing you're just better off playing old stick fingers because he does all the same stuff that much faster and cleaner. Well, before we go on a larger tangent, that's been us talking about the 3 easiest cEDH decks to learn. See you later.